the incoming Vice President Joe Biden and the outgoing Vice President Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney, in fact, here we see it right now, is in a wheelchair. And some of our viewers might be surprised why he's in a wheelchair. He was moving into his new home in McLean, Virginia, just outside Washington, D.C., moving some boxes, we're told, by his press secretary, and he twisted his back. And his doctors recommended you're going to have to do the inauguration, the swearing-in ceremony, and all of that in a wheelchair. And there we see he's being wheeled into his limousine. Joe Biden is walking with him. It's a tradition. The outgoing vice president, the incoming vice president, they'll drive over together, just as the outgoing incoming presidents will be driving together. I guess people are going to make points about the fact that Dick Cheney winds up these 8 years, David Gergen, in a wheelchair. It's not the way he would have liked to be been seen on this day.
I imagine the tone of this conversation and this car will be quite different from that of the two presidents, because Joe Biden went after Dick Cheney very hard, and Dick Cheney didn't like it at all and came back in kind. Maybe they've got something to talk about now with a pulled back, going up the street.
I think Cheney's comments have also, post-election, have also had a bit more of an edge.
Much more aggressive
to them. Moving your own boxes when you're out of power.
Having said all that, Dick Cheney and Joe Biden, they're real politicians. They understand how the game is played. And when they get into that car, or when they have that little private meeting, I suspect it'll be rather decent and civil and won't be too bitter or anything like that. Just based on how I know these two